Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Nico and I am a full-time eBay reseller. So I'm sorry that you haven't had many videos lately. I have been with family and going shopping and really trying to get good inventory. So I have a huge haul today. I'm going to try to do it all in 1 hour, but if I find that it's going to go too long, then I'll just go ahead and make 2 videos. But I've been mostly in Colorado, up in southern Colorado in Walsenburg, and then I have a haul, I think, from the week before. I literally have only been home in my house like, I want to say 2 days in the last like 2 weeks. It's just been that much travel to do different things, mostly sourcing, but also seeing family while I'm doing that. And then I'm leaving again tomorrow night with my husband. We're going to see some family. And then he'll come back home with the dog. And then I'll go for about 3 to 4 more days sourcing. 2 or 3 in Denver and 1 to garage sales with my son, since that's kind of starting up. This is just what I have to do this time of year. This is my opportunity to travel. So, it's just the way it is. I'm enjoying it, believe me. But I have a lot to do in the next 2 days before I leave tomorrow night. All of this stuff, a lot of it that I'm going to show you is already typed in. And it needs put away. And my garage needs micro-organized again so that it just is the way it should be. Your business should be organized, right? And plus, that way my husband can ship for me another week. This coming week, I'm hoping to find enough at the bins and garage sales to be able to not travel for, long trips for about a week and a half. So if I can really do my job this week, it should buy me another week at home, or at least 4 days at home, and then go to garage sales the following Friday. So that's what I'm hoping. But the bins have to perform. I'm there doing my job, but if the stuff doesn't come out, then I'll just have to stay till it does. So I was seeing my dad. So the first part of this haul that I'll show you, I was seeing my dad in a very small town called Walsenburg. It's on the other side of Colorado Springs, Pueblo, then Walsenburg. So it's closer to New Mexico in some ways. And I had already shopped on Friday in Pueblo, and that's where I got some of the clothing that I'll open the bags on in a minute. But my dad said, hey, just do estate sales do anything for you? And I'm like, yeah, I mean, he knows I garage sale. But anyway, my dad's 75. He's wonderful. But, I'm like, yeah, those can do okay. And he's like, well, there's one up the street, and I live in a small town, and I should know. Some of my best finds have been in this little tiny dinky town of mine where I live. And so I should know, but I didn't have my hopes up, Anyway, we went, and it was a company from Colorado Springs who had driven up to Walsenburg. And it was like a family friend of theirs. That's the only reason this decent-sized estate company came up. And the house was full, or had been full, and they moved it out, onto tables. And then there was a shed that nobody was in. If I were into vintage clothing or knew, what to do with it, I looked every single piece up in there. And there was a ton, but it just wasn't the real super valuable brands or anything. And so I left it. I could have bought it all on Saturday after the sale to take to consignment, but I'm stocked up pretty well in consignment, and I just thought, I'm not going to do that. I'm doing my hand picking stuff right now, and garage sales are starting, so I didn't feel like I needed to do that. The furniture was beautiful. I'm sure some people got just amazing deals, but it wasn't worth it for me to haul it home. And then I would say about 50% of it was tchotchkes and glassware, and I looked through it all too, trying to figure out if it was something that was worth my time. But anyway, I'm really happy with what I got. And I didn't get there till 2 or 3 hours after. And then I went to a little consignment store, which I'll show you later. So, all right, guys. So the first thing I got when I went in was just tons and tons and tons. It's everywhere because I typed it in. It's down below too. So I think I got over 20 packages of these. And this is Atomic and Futuristic. And still in the box, and they had $3 a piece on it. But I went up and I got it all for $50. So let me show you just how much there is. More. And more. And more. So I think this is most of them. You know, I did type them in at my dad's. I was working at my dad's. That's a luxury I have. But it does make your life stressful. And whenever I get a little bit stressed, I have to remember that. You know, that I have the luxury of driving up and hanging out with my dad, who's 75, and just working at his kitchen table. And so it is a big luxury. And I was in the town at the right time. I feel very blessed that I got this. And it's some of the nicer pieces, like the Hostess set. I got 2 of those. The soup spoons. And these do sell. These do have a sell-through. I don't know if they're 100%, but I've seen people maybe do the whole set at once, but I just decided to put them in the different kinds of auctions. You know, I've got iced teaspoons. I have been sending offers on them because people have been looking at them. I think most of these will go for, you know, $18 a box. Maybe the, you know, the Hostess sets that are a little bit more rare. I don't see anyone on Terapeak in the last 2 years have had these. A lot of the more unique pieces, I don't see anyone has had these. But the normal just spoons and forks, here's serving pieces. I think I only have one of those. But anyway, you know, Goodbuy. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14... 2021. So I paid $50 for these, so I got at least 21. So what, 2 something a piece? That's not bad. You know, because I'll turn it into 17 a piece. Right now I put $24.95 on these and a little bit more on the serving things, but like by tonight or tomorrow, if I don't see some action and start to get these selling, I haven't sold one yet that I know of. I haven't checked all my orders this morning, but yeah, if I don't get these moving soon, then I'm gonna go ahead and lower the price. You know, it took me literally, I want to say 1 hour, only because I was using my phone camera and I wasn't here at my own setup. It took me about an hour to list all of these because just sell similar. It was so easy. And but I got to package all these today. So that's my biggest thing, is a huge cleanup this week, or today. Not this week. Today is Sunday. I'm going to get ready and go to church, but then I've got to get right back home. And I hate working Sundays. I hate not having the day off. But I've had, technically speaking, you know, I did go to the estate sale on Saturday, and then I did come home and list the spoons while I sat with my dad. But I mean, I've had a lot of technically days off in one sense. So, okay. Let me show you this. This, I think they gave me for $5. I was handing it to my dad, asking him to go ask them what they wanted, because this was in the shed and none of this was priced. So I believe that they said $5 on this, which is good, because this easily will sell for like 30. Okay, then this isn't the right box. The box is cool too. But this is a Simtex tablecloth. I got this for $1. They had a huge $1 table. So I got that for $1. Some of these are a little slower seller, but for $1, this is what I do in the summer. This is how I survive in the summer. I do try to find shorts and sandals and shirts that are over the $20 mark, but in the summer I struggle sometimes to do that. It's just, how many shorts brands can you sell for $20 plus shipping? It does become harder. So I do add a ton of hard goods, a ton of garage sale stuff into my store in the summer. I would love to be completely niched down, and you know, I'm going to go to the bins and hope that I get a lot more clothing, but I take what I can find when I have to, right? So, sorry guys, this is so much stuff that isn't put away. All right, this is an imported damask set. Part of me, even though some of these sell slower than my clothing, I just can't let this get tossed. You know, there's so much, and people aren't buying this. This is like a vintage damask tablecloth. Again, I paid $1, or a tablecloth and napkin set. So, and I'm only going to get, you know, $20 to $25 on these. I know I could put $80 and hold them for a year and a half. Like, I see people doing that. Like the Nurse Flipper, she does very well. She would buy all of this stuff and just not worry about how long it takes to sell. And I'm trying to do that on this little tiny segment of my inventory. This I picked up because I was in a hurry. There wasn't really competition. I don't want to, that makes me sound like I think I'm fancy or something, but it's just, you know, maybe they had advertised it really well and stuff. There were a lot of people there, but I didn't see anybody in that shed digging. I was the only person in there who was concerned at all that way back in the corner there might be something valuable. You know, I was the only one with my phone that I saw. And maybe they were there at 8 and left and they got all the good stuff. I don't know. I'm not saying that, but anyway, I just grabbed this, anything Ralph Lauren, and then it said Safari on it, and I thought, oh, okay. So I paid $1 for this. This actually ends up to not have any sell-through whatsoever. So I'm going to put this in consignment for $1. That'll sell. So I got to get rid of that. Let's see. I need this out of my way. Okay. Then I got this blanket. It's satin edged. And I think it had a brand name. I think when I looked up, it had a brand name. Oh yeah, here we go. This is Wool of the West. And I didn't even look it up. Again, I was just throwing things to my dad. I want to say I paid between $2 to $5 for this. I know I spent $24 on one charge card transaction, and then I want to say it was like $50 or something. So I spent about $70 on, you know, between, well, the silverware was $50, and so that can't be. So I don't know. I spent, let's say $100. That's overkill, I think, but let's just say that. Okay, I got to get some more stuff down here, guys. Okay, so I got this from my brother. Technically, I guess I should look it up. It's just a comic book. He's a huge collector. My mom takes comic books to Australia when she goes to give to him, you know, like, that's how we get them to him. He took his whole collection when he moved over there permanently from the United States, and, you know, that was not cheap, so he's avid, but this is just something for him. This I grabbed because it said Luxottica. I paid $1. This is what was in it. I don't know if these are quite aviator. I'm going to get my loop out and see if this is anything. If not, I'll donate all this to the consignment. They sell weird glasses and stuff because they have college kids who are very trendy, and this will go somewhere. I haven't decided. These I listed already too. Some of these, if you look these up, they're called Bodybuilders Layout Books. And there's many on eBay that have sold for, you know, $40 and above. So I grabbed all 4 of these. And I decided to go ahead and list them separately in the years. I guess I could have just done a one-time thing. And I priced them a little high. I priced them at like 60 something. So if these don't start moving, you know, in the next few days, I'll start lowering the prices because these should sell. And I want to get my money back. I want to at least get either the silverware selling or get these selling so that I can get my whole investment back. Because I got more shopping to do this week, right? Then I got this thing. So this is like, I mean, there was a lot of stuff that, you know, she wasn't a hoarder, I wouldn't say. I mean, who knows, though. I didn't see the house before they moved it all out. But she would just buy stuff and not do anything with it, apparently. Okay, let's see. These I just could not resist. This is the kind of stuff I have to keep myself from keeping. And I do not have like a house that is vintage or that this would look good in, but I just love all this stuff. This is Fieldcrest. Very, you know, 60s hippie or 70s. I guess it's more 70s maybe. I don't even know my stuff. But anyway, $1, you know, just Fieldcrest. But yeah, just darling patterns. So I'm going to keep one set of what I show you or look it up. I got to see how Fieldcrest stuff from the 60s does. But this is just so, I mean, I don't know what else to put in there except hippie or mod. Maybe mod would be a good keyword, but I thought that was darling. I just had to save it. All right. Then this, definitely 70s green. You know, you can't deny that. And these are Canon. These are Canon, and then they have another name. What is it? Canon Royal Family. So just darling. Cute. I love that green. I mean, I grew up, you know, with a lot of these greens and stuff. I was born in 1969, but then some people keep things older. So, you know, my parents still had a lot of this stuff when I was growing up. You know, but when I have like a memory of things like 7, 8, 9, we had all these colors. Definitely. All right, then I went through every single piece of vintage clothing, and they had, I would say, 100 items if you count all the shoes and all that. That makes me wonder where it all went, but, you know, it's okay. Maybe someone else got it before I did, or maybe a lot of people just throw clothes away. I don't even want to, So this is the only two pieces that I chose out of the stuff. They had a bunch of police jackets. He had been like a policeman or a sheriff or something, and they have a certain brand or two brands that they had, and I looked them up and they do sell, but every time I do that, you know, they just get removed from eBay. Like if you do put police in the title, even though they're 50 years old, 60 years old, and no one is going to impersonate a police officer with them, I have a history of just, you know, they get pulled down, and I just don't want to mess with it. And so, you know, I could have paid $1, and I could have, you know, sold them for like 30 a piece. I also thought about taking them to consignment, but they won't take them for like 4 months. So I just decided to leave that part and focus on the good stuff that I could get money for right away, since I am shopping so much this week. This is more of a teal. It shows a blue, but it's a teal, and it's Southwest Canyon. And this Southwest Canyon brand actually does sell more in jackets, but this has shoulder pads, so I'll definitely get over 20 for that. That is cute. And then this I didn't even look up. I just saw Levi's for men. Levi's. Very 70s. The zipper works. I checked everything. So yeah, this is actually a men's jacket. I don't know the style and the keywords I'm going to use. I got to wash this. It smells a little bit like, you know, it's been hanging in a closet. Not bad, but just I need to wash those first. So, oh yeah. Okay, so then this is, you know, it's folded in a way that I can't necessarily guarantee it's new. I put it as used, and then in the description I put, you know, found it in a state with other things that had never been used. But anyway, you know, this brand isn't that good, but I paid $1, so I went ahead and got it. This is the kind of thing, though, that sometimes I regret. It can slow my store down later on. On the other hand, I sell all kinds of stuff like this for $20 and over. So we'll see what happens on that. And then this, definitely good. Satin edged. I wish that these two blankets were waffle weave. That would have been the score. But, you know, and this is, the package is all torn on this. But definitely a JCPenney's Fashion Manor acrylic blanket with nylon binding. So satin edged is what I put. And, I mean, if that's not a 70s bedroom there. But pink is a distinctive color in these blankets with satin edged. You know, you see a lot of cream, a lot of beige, even blue, but pink is unique. So I put this high. I think I put it at $59. I'll take 30 and above probably, but anyway, it's really cute because they're going to have to pay some shipping. You know, if it's not in the package, you can kind of cram it down, but this really, I'm just going to try to find, I think I have a poly bag that will fit this and just ship it in a poly bag. If I don't, I'll find a box that fits it exactly so that the shipping isn't substantial, and hopefully someone from out west here buys it so that they don't have to pay, you know, too much in shipping. So I think that is everything that I got at the estate sale, as far as I can tell. All right, so let's move on to the next thing. And this is a surprise to me again. I haven't seen this stuff since Friday, and I can't remember. This says, okay, this says oh no, this is from my trip to Casper. I'm sorry. See, I am behind. This is from my trip to Wyoming. See, what happened is I took my mom on Monday and Tuesday to a conference in Wyoming, and I shopped while she was at her conference. Then I got in the car the very next day and went to Denver and stayed with my dad. So that's why I'm confused. So yeah, Rescued Treasures Thrift Store. This is in Casper, Wyoming. And hopefully my receipt is around here somewhere. Let's see, guys. Okay, here's another one. I know I kept the receipts in the bags because I knew it would be this way. So I let's see, my mom was at her conference from 8 to 4, and I did nothing except for just, I went to breakfast with her, took her right at 8 up to the door of her conference, and then from 8 to 4, I went out to my car once in between the two locations of this store, because they have two locations in that town. And I ate my leftovers from breakfast for lunch, which was cold and nasty, but you know, hey. And it was a leftover breakfast burrito, so it wasn't horrible. It had green chili on it, and it was in my cooler, but at noon it was kind of cold. But you know, you do what you got to do, right? And I just didn't have time to prepare anything else. So that was Tuesday. It's coming back to me now. And so anyway, let me try to find the receipts. So one of them is from one location and one's from the second one. And so I don't know which are on each receipt. I don't know if they itemize their receipts. Let me look. Let me look. All right, let me see. Well, we will find a receipt as we go. We'll find it. It's not in my purse because I cleaned out my purse and cleaned out all my suitcase and all that upstairs. I did that in about less than an hour upstairs, put everything away. Now I'm dealing with this down here. So let's just go ahead and get started. I will find receipts for you guys. Pair of shoes. They do mark things up at this store. They do look up a lot of stuff. They, you know, I don't know if they sell it online, but they definitely do mark stuff up. But these Altras, I find that a lot of people don't know. These are in beat up condition, I admit that, but I'll still get easily over $20 on these Altras. And they had two pair. The same guy donated them. So these are 9.5s. These are, what was I going to say? I'm sure these are men's, but either way, same person donating them. I know I'd found the size before. Yeah, men's, 9.5. So, these still sell even in this condition for me. Two pair. Okay. Let's see. Oh, okay. I put these two in there. I'm like, those are not from Rescue Treasures. All right, we'll do those in a minute. I was trying to make space. I did come home with all the silverware. I didn't want to crush the boxes. Plus, I had taken work with me. Plus, I had been gone already with my mom for 2 days. So, I really had space issues. I got these at that Rescue Treasure. There's two of them in here. And I got to cut the tape off right here. But anyway, so I paid $2.99 for the two of them. These Comet bake pans actually have a decent following. So I will get, I want to say over 20 for the set of two. So that wasn't bad. Okay. Then this is Gran Sasso. This is a brand new brand to me. I have never seen this before. It's a Gran Sasso Lana Cashmere Setta made in Italy. And it is a size 50, you know, whatever that means in European sizing. So, just a nice solid cashmere or cashmere blend sweater. And this had a decent following. So, I'm thinking their sweaters were $3. I'm trying to find my receipt, but it's around in there. Okay, here's one of them. All right, so, okay, they do have it all spelled out. So I paid two at $3 for the two pair of shoes. So only $3 a piece. I thought I paid $5. Then women's clothing, I paid $5 for something, but then everything else looks like it's $2.50, $2. I paid $4 for one item. So anyway, I'll show this to you so you can kind of see what I'm saying. So the top was the shoes, 2 for $3, and then I did pay up for a couple things, but everything else is $2 and $3. So that is that. So this total, and like I said, I know I went to 2 locations, so there's another receipt, but on this trip I paid $38. All right, so here is Joseph Ribkoff. I do really well with this. It does sit a little bit more than it used to, but I still pick it up if it's like $2. And they have a one price everything except for that they do have a lot of stuff up front with tags. So this is a size 8, and this should sell pretty good. I'm going to put 25 on this. Let me throw this back here, guys. Okay. What is this? I was hand picking everything. I stood in there and scanned forever. You can tell I didn't get that much for spending, you know, by the time I guess I drove back across town, say I got there by 8:45. So 8:30, 8:45 until noon, and then a really short break, and then like 1 to 4. So this isn't that much stuff really for being in the thrift, like 7 hours, but I'm being really picky. This is called Vicky V. I honestly have no memory of looking this up, but it must be okay. I was really aiming for $20 plus shipping and above. So look up Vicky V. I don't remember running comps on this for some reason. Okay, that's that bag. Let's see here. This is Eileen Fisher. So this got away from them somehow. Just a nice, you know, I checked everything. Nice just cardigan. It's a prettier green than what you're showing there. Eileen Fisher woman. Let's see, I'm trying to find my size here. Anyway, hopefully it does have a size on the tag, but I might have missed that, but it might be missing the size. But it's organic linen, so I thought that was worth it. And then I'll just measure it out. Really cute. I do not like buying things that don't have the size tag. It's just people want to return it then. They're like, well, you know, it really wasn't my size, even if it, you know, was a large or something, which is fine. Then I got, another Joseph Ribkoff, only this is a dress. This will sell for about $40. It's a really unique dress. I never did find the exact dress, but very cute. I'll put bodycon maybe, or something like that, and very cute pattern on that. I guess you would say that is maybe more of a fall winter pattern, but I'm going to go ahead and get it listed. All right, Peter Millar. So I paid, I think I want to say $2 for shorts. It does have a pinpoint little tiny stain there. So I'm going to get these soaking in Oxy and see if I can get these out. These are more of a powder blue. They're not showing very good in there what they are. I have a lot of this same color, at least what I'm showing here. All right, what is this? Oh, fresh produce. Now see, they had marked this up to $5, but I do really good on fresh produce dresses. If this were a fresh produce pair of shorts, I would not have paid $5, but this is a maxi dress. So I'm going to put this at $30 and it will sell for that. I love fresh produce, and I don't know why, but out here I find it all the time. All the time. I always have it. I have no idea why that is, because on eBay it seems to be that there's not that many listings for it. Peter Millar large. This is Summer Comfort. So paid $2 or $3 for this, whichever it is. Just a normal Peter Millar. Peter Millar polos right now are doing okay. And then this is Lauren Ralph Lauren. This is a substantial blazer though. I think this is an 18, no, this is, yeah, an 18W in a blazer. So I definitely will put like 25 to 30 on this. I don't think it's any special fabric. No, it is linen. That's why I picked it up. It's 100% linen with an acetate lining. So yeah, I was really hand picking things because I knew that I had 2 full weeks of basic shopping here. So this little bit of clothing that I just showed you, it took me 7 hours to pick. And I mean, yes, my mom would call me off and on, and you know, when I went to the restroom, had interruptions, you know, that kind of thing. I might have talked to my son while I was in there, but I went through every single piece of clothing in 2 huge stores, and that's how picky I was. So let's go to the next thing. These I got at the little, I know my receipt's in here because I put it down in there. I went to that consignment store that I go to where I have a big credit. I still have $80 there, and they've been trucking out new stuff like they do every day. They put probably 1,000 items a day out in this store. And I've been going through it, but I've been being very picky, and then plus I've just been there at intermittent times. So I want to go use my credit this coming week too. But anyway, I spent $15.90 on these 2 pieces. This was on the 17th, so I don't know, 4 days ago. I don't know what day that would have been. So these are Lauren Ralph Lauren. These were downstairs, and so these were $7.50. Lauren Ralph Lauren, these are the size 16, and these are 100% linen. So yeah, 100% linen pants. So I'll try to steam those up. Honestly, I'm lazy. I don't steam my linen a lot. So I might even just sell them this way. It's just, you know, I think people understand that linen does that. So I don't seem to have a problem doing that. I know the presentation isn't what I would like it to be. And then these are Gramici. These are a size 36. They're kind of a white, off-white men's pants. These will sell. I wish they were cargo, but Gramici does very, very good. If you're not familiar with Gramici, these will do very well. And so $7.50, and it's $7.50 but with my consignment credit, so I'll sell these for around $30. And you know, yes, I did pay $7.50 out of money I could have taken out in cash, so it is definitely $7.50, but I feel like I'm making this money by just taking stuff from the bins that doesn't cost me that much. All right, let's see what else I got here. I have truly forgotten. Like, if you asked me what was in these bags, I would have, like, nowhere to start. I can't even remember. I've been shopping so much and being so picky. So I have literally been through thousands of items in the last few, whatever. All right, Goodwill of Colorado from Pueblo. $32. So there is that. So yeah, I spent $32. $6.93, $6.93, $7.99, $6.93, 10 cents for the plastic bag, and then I rounded up. So 1, 2, 3, I got 4 items. And you know, back to Denver, very expensive. So that's why I would spend hours and just be very picky, because when I'm spending $7 on an item, it better get 30 or more. Long Tall Sally. I always stop when I see Long Tall Sally because it will sell really fast, and especially in a dress. But the thing is, people buy Long Tall Sally and then they hem it, and you're like, okay, you know, are you tall or not? Like, what are you doing? But maybe it comes so tall that even tall people have to hem it. But this looks like the factory edging. Doesn't look like it's been hemmed at all. So I went ahead and got it. But on pants in Wyoming, I find them all the time, and I'm like, oh, good, because it sells good. And then I see that it's been, like, not even stitched well. It's just like a junky stitch job, and so I have to leave them. But this is a US size 16. This will definitely get me around 30. It's kind of a maxi dress, so cute. Or, I mean, you know, maybe I gotta look too. I gotta look at Long Tall Sally. Since this is a tall person's dress, this probably is not technically a maxi dress. This is probably like a, you know, hits in the mid calf. So actually, got to be careful with that. Then what do we have here? Okay, Travelers. Love Travelers. Travelers size 3. This is a really nice red dress, and I paid $8 for this, because when I looked up comps on, you know, the Travelers red dress, I thought I could get, you know, around 30 plus shipping. So it's the only reason I paid $8. We'll see. See if that happens. All right, then this is a Lucchese brand, very expensive boot brand. If you ever find Lucchese boots, especially at a garage sale or cheap, you want to pick them up. The shirts themselves normally say $18.83 on the tag. Lucchese $18.83. That's a popular line of their shirts. This one does not, but no one had a shirt like this, and this was $7. I felt like that comps would hold at 30 since it's a unique pattern. It's a size small, which does hurt it, and but it's vintage. It's made in the USA, imported cotton. So I think I can. I'm going to start this at 30 and see what happens. I hate paying $7 and $8, especially since I'm going to the bins in the next few days. But I feel like these pieces will hold it. This I paid $7 for. It's like a belt. And I always check right here. Right here is where you always want to check. Because, you know, obviously the holes get worn way out, or it gets a bend in it. And this one has a little bit of a bend, but it's not that worn at all. And this is a brand I've never heard of. It's called Royden Leather. And so this is a 38 too, a nice size. And it says Pennsylvania, USA. I looked these up in the store. Anyway, I felt like comps were, you know, worth me paying $7. I can't remember exactly, but I was happy, I know, when I found it. All right, so that's the Goodwill in Pueblo. Yeah, I am blessed not to live with Denver Goodwill prices. In Wyoming, I would have found all that same stuff and paid $4 a piece. But, you know, I'm at my dad's, and, you know, it's fun. There were other sorcerers in there too, so who knows what I missed. You know, it's a bigger city, and I could tell I had some competition in there. Let me see. Here we go. Okay, this bag is from the Arc Thrift store in Pueblo. $57.44 plus tax, so $61.81 all together. So the Arc is a little more reasonably priced, even in Colorado, I noticed. So I got a I got a lot of stuff for 50% off. It looks like blue tags were 50% off. Everything else was not. All right, so what did I buy? Okay, Tommy Bahama. But this is in a large, and is it linen? 100% linen or silk? Yeah, 100% linen. Just a really nice pattern. So I did pay up for this. I paid $7 for this because it's a pink, because I don't think pink was on sale. Yeah, so $7, which is a lot for Tommy Bahama, but mine flip in linen right away this time of year. So I'm going to put 30 on this because the pattern's really cute. I mean, I might take 25, but $7 is a lot. That hurts to pay that, but then this is a brand I always pick up, and I do find it a decent amount here in Wyoming, Wawmaker, because we have reenactment people and all that. So this is $7. This is, there's a name for them. My friend knows. But anyway, you know, they have the buttons that only go to here, and then they drop down. And there's a name for this style of shirt. I'll have to look it up again. But anyway, purple striped, really unique, I think. So I'm going to put 30 on this. This is probably my best find other than the silverware. But at Thrifts, I think this is probably my best find. I did spend $13 on this thing. But this is Lily Pulitzer. It's like a tennis dress. And the comps definitely showed that I could get, you know, around 35 to 40 on this one. This is Lily Pulitzer Luxetic. And this is a medium. And, you know, kind of a thin bra line. So really cute. And the comps were there. I hate spending 13, but looks like I'll get, you know, around 40. Then this is just a Lucky Brand denim, and I do so good with denim shirts even in the summer. People just hike and they're out on a work site, and this is a really cool, it just has a good look to it. It is pearl snap. It's an extra large, and so I paid $7 for this. I'm gonna put 30 on this plus shipping. So then this is a brand, this is an old, I want to say it's a JCPenney brand, or, you know, something like that. It's a mall brand, or a mall brand within a store, a mall store. Crazy Horse. This has its own following. It's a Liz Claiborne thing, but I used to wear it, you know, back like 10 years ago or something. I used to wear a lot of Crazy Horse. It just had stuff that fit me for whatever reason. So this is a size 12. And this was a blue tag, so I paid $5 because blue tags were half off. And this is just a nice maxi dress, and I think I comped this, you know, at 20 or over. That's why I paid $5 for it. Then another fresh produce. I told you I find fresh produce everywhere, and this is a much better piece. It's not a maxi dress, which would be nice, but it's a great summer dress. And I paid half of $12.99, so they know what fresh produce is. See, in Wyoming, no offense, it's not that, you know, it's just the Wyoming Goodwills can't afford to hire someone to go in there and look every piece of clothing up, whereas in Colorado, you know, that's what they're doing. They must have people who work there who know what it is. And so yeah, this is a size XL, but this will do really well. So I paid what's half of 13, so $7.50. So still a pay up, but I'll get over 25 for that. Hummy, 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 hum. Okay, this is a new brand to me. I have never heard of this brand. This is a bolo, Mons Royale. It's hard to get it to come up on eBay because eBay spell checks it or turns it to Men's Royale or something. But it is merino, and almost everything they make is merino. And here is, you know, sorry guys, what was on the front? I'm trying. I think my camera is normal. It's just me. It's not my camera this time. Okay, I want to go to this side. Okay, that's what I want to show you. It says Mons Royale Merino Apparel Company right on the front. Designed in New Zealand. So when I saw it, I thought, okay, that's interesting. So this was a yellow tag. I did pay up $7 more on this. And so yeah. Cute, cute. All right, and then this was a little bit of a chance, but someone had this somewhere on the internet for $100 currently. I don't think I'm going to get that because there's not a lot of solds on it. So this was $5. This is a vintage diplomat, like nightshirt, or, you know, long, there's no buttons on it, but like, yeah, just like a men's nightshirt, but it has the New York Times. And these diplomat nightshirts actually do okay. And then you add this New York Times pattern onto it. No one has this, so I'm going to try for $50. The other person that I saw somewhere, either on Etsy or not, yeah, maybe Etsy, maybe Poshmark, or it might have even been eBay, but they have it for $100. I'm just going to try to get $50. So that's that one. All right, let's see what we got here now. This is another Goodwill. This is from Wyoming, so you can see the huge difference in prices. $3.75 and $4 versus everything I just paid at Arcs and stuff in Denver. So the prices are better, but, you know, the selection, there just aren't as many people here, so you don't get the whole selection that you do in Denver. So that's the difference, right? This is Title IX. It's just a tennis dress, just small, but really cute. So for $4, let's see, dresses, no, $4.50. I paid $4.50 for this, so I'll definitely get over 20 for that. I think that's good. What did I get? Oh yeah, Joseph Ribkoff. Man, did it not come out of the woodwork? 3 out of all the pieces I found are Joseph Ribkoff out of just the one tub. So I really like this brand. I do pick it up. So this is a skirt. So I don't know. Adult skirt, $3.75. So they charged me $3.75 for this. But it's really cute. It has, you know, raised piping on it. So that'll do well. I'll get over 20 for that. All right. So that was it on that receipt. And one more bag, guys. Then I've got to process all this, get it to my virtual assistant. And yeah, it's just, I got to do a huge put away. All right, so this is Polo Ralph Lauren. I pick up these plaid line jackets whenever I can afford them or whenever I see them. They do really well. They sell very fast. I sold a beige one a week or two ago, and then I think this is my second one. I think I have one down there that's not put away, and so it hasn't sold yet. But anyway, these are just like, I wouldn't say they're a bolo. I get like 35 for them, something like that. This one is a 2XL, which is wonderful. That's great. This was from Wyoming. So I paid $7.50 for the Ralph Lauren jacket because it's considered a light jacket. Is that right? Adult jacket's light. And then the other 3 items were $3.75 each. What is this thing? I truly have no memory of any of this stuff. Okay, Ubu. I don't remember this. I know it's an art to wear. I can tell that. And it's made out of bamboo. And I paid $3.75. So this must have had a halfway decent sell-through, or I would not have picked it up. So, anyway, very cute. I mean, I can see why people would want this. Darling. So, yeah. Cute, cute. So, Ubu. is the brand on that. Okay, what do we have here? These would have been $3.75 each. Oh, okay, Simply. I pick up Simply. It sells really fast for me at right around 20. Now, this is a more of a substantial jacket. This is an actual pretty heavy jacket, so I'm going to put 30, 35 on this. On just the blouses, I always put Slinky in the title. This one's, you know, kind of, I don't know if I'd consider this slinky because it is such a heavy jacket. It's a size 14, which is also great. And this brand is made in Canada, and it always sells really well for me. And I find it a lot out here. I don't know why, but I find it a lot. And then I got me a piece of Lululemon, size 4. There's half the tag still on there, so I don't know if I can find the exact style. But anyway, I believe these to be women's, you know, just running pants. I need to get on that that website and just start trying to learn my styles of this. I know it would help, but either way, I paid $3.75, so I'm gonna try to look up which ones have, you know, zippered legs, and I'll get at least over 20 for these. So. All right, guys, well, that is all I have on my whole video. So I am going to put all this where I can walk, and then I'm going to go get my editing stuff. I have 21 items. Woo-hoo. Boy, that's bright white. You're not going to... Okay, there we go. You can kind of see it. 21 items that I've edited, and I need to show you those so that I can start cleaning my garage. And I can't put all this stuff away that is listed until this is cleaned up. So I will be back with another video. Thank you for joining me. If you don't mind, I would love it if you'd subscribe. I normally do haul videos, editing videos of my old inventory. I hope that ends soon. I'm so tired of having to do that. It's like an extra job. And then I do a lot of shipping videos, which we'll have one of those today too. So have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.